Alright, so welcome to another episode of PA Hunting. Today's video, got my tree saddle on. I'm going to be pretty much explaining my tree saddle gear and how I get in the tree, how I get to the tree, and how to shoot out of the tree whenever it's actually the moment of truth. This tree today is going to be our lucky tree. Picked a pretty good straight up and down tree with no branches really on it. But yeah, we're going to hop into the video. Alright, so first thing we're going to talk about in this video is the way I get to the tree. So a lot of those spots that I hunt, I have miles and miles to, 2 miles, a mile, half a mile. A lot of times I have a good walk into the stand. It's not just like, yeah, the truck and it's right there. So that means that I need a good way to carry all my stuff. So I always wear my tree saddle into the woods. That way I don't got to mess around with it whenever I get there. And then my climbing sticks, which you'll see how I use these, I have the Realtree climbing sticks. I got them at Walmart. They were like 50 bucks. So, they work great for me. But basically, the mechanism I'm using here is I have 2 of the 3 ratchet straps that come with this. I have them ratchet around each other, and the last one I use is just a little strap. Get my hat out of the way. And then I can just sling this over my shoulder and I'm walking just like that. So that to me is, these sticks here, they don't like clench onto each other. They don't stick to each other. So you have to use the straps for those. But in my opinion, for 50 bucks, they're gonna work for me. The second thing I have is you don't technically need a platform, but I'm gonna highly recommend using a platform. And this is the Pursuit platform. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but definitely go check them out. They're a brand new company. They're doing great stuff with their platforms. But the thing I like about the mobility of this is, one, it's super light. Compared to all the other platforms out there, it is super light. And with this one, all I gotta do is I'm just gonna wrap this one around my waist and bang. I can barely even feel it back there. And the best thing about it, with the backpack on, this thing is gonna hold all the way to my backpack. So it's gonna take all the pressure off of my shoulders that is already being worn down by my climbing sticks. Like I said, this is a way, I've used this mechanism last late season, and a lot of times there I was walking at least a mile into my stand. So yeah, this is the most mobile way that I've come up with so far. All right, so you made it to the tree and it's time to actually start climbing up. So, undid all my ladders, and now I just gotta put it on the tree. You wanna make sure that both of these Ys are touching the tree, make sure it's stable. And I like to just put it just a couple inches above my knee. That way my first step is comfortable, but I'm also getting as high up as I can with my first step. And one thing that I will say about these sticks is that they are completely made of metal and they can be pretty loud. So my solution, it doesn't take away 100% of the noise, but it definitely does reduce it a lot, is I actually have these things wrapped in black duct tape. That way, whenever I tap on it, it's not near as loud as what it is with the metal part being exposed. And one thing I'm just gonna say real quick, if you want to save yourself from a couple of heart attacks, make sure that you push down pretty hard on your sticks, because if not, you're going to step on it and they're going to slide and it's going to give you like a mini heart attack just for a second. But one thing I like to say about saddle hunting, so I'm going to come a little bit closer so I can show you, is it's super customizable. And there's so many different ways that that you can make it easier on yourself. But one way that I have made it so much easier on myself is I have these little tiny loops I put in my tree saddle. I got one on each side of me here, so you can see. And all this is for is so whenever I'm climbing up the tree, I can just get this and loop my stick right in there, so that way I'm still going to be hands-free. But since we're not using an aider today, which normally I would have an aider, I'm just going to leave that one sit right there, because I will still be able to reach down and grab that. But as for the other side, I'm going to loop this one into the other side, and I already have my platform on my back. So I'm not gonna, once I get up there, I'm not gonna have to come down at all. And at this point, if I'm actually gonna be in a hunting situation, I'm gonna have my bow tied onto my rope so I can just pull it up whenever I get up there. So once you leave the ground, you're not gonna have to come back on until it's dark. Or till you're done hunting, I guess. But I'm gonna put my lineman's belt on real quick. That way I don't fall out of the tree. Most saddles should come with the lineman belt. If not, you absolutely need one. That's something you cannot go without. You're just gonna end up hurting yourself. So definitely make sure that you have yourself a lineman's belt. All right, I can just loosen this up here. Alrighty. All right, take my first step up here. And you got it. One thing in the lineman's belt, so you can see here, like I'm hands-free, so just gonna reach down, grab my next stick. All right, now that I have that, all right, so I know I'm at the top of the screen right now, but should still be able to see this. So basically, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did with the last stick that I had. And you have to make sure also, I've done this too many times and it's really frustrating, have to make sure that you do not put the strap for the stick over top of your lineman's belt, because then you just have to undo it all and start over. Yeah, basically just exact same thing. All right, tighten this here up. All right, and then you're gonna cam it down. And just for camera purposes, I'm not gonna climb up this one right now, but I'll show you guys back up when I'm ready to put my platform on. All right. All right, so now that I'm back down on the ground, I just want to show you guys real quick about the platform and how to shoot out of the platform. So you can see I'm right here up against a tree. You know, if I'm just waiting for a deer, normally I'll just sit like this. You know, try to get yourself pretty comfortable. But as far as shooting, so in a tree saddle, you can get 360 degrees of shooting, which is something that I love. But basically, you want the deer to be set up to come kind of right by the tree, but to the left just like a little bit. So I want to be right here in this window because my best shot opportunity is going to be right to my left. But obviously with deer hunting, that's not how it always works. So you need to be ready to shoot anywhere. So if anything is going to come from the tree all the way to almost where the camera is, all you have to do, I'm draw back, but you don't have to draw back. You just have to work your way around the platform So now I can shoot straight back behind me. I can even go a little bit further. Now I'm shooting the camera, as long as I can stay stable here. But I can have 1 foot on the platform, which is something why you need a platform, because you cannot do that with the sticks, because you don't have enough room. With one foot on the platform, I can shoot all the way around, but they're still right behind my back, where I haven't showed you. So you do the same exact thing, just with the other leg. And look, I'm shooting the camera again. So, I mean, I'm right here, and I'm all the way on the other side of the tree that my platform is. As you can see, this foot right here is not even close to the platform. Just 1 foot on the platform, which is one thing that's pretty awesome, I will say, about the Pursuit platforms, because a lot of times if you get like the Hawk platform, or I'm not really sure about Tether because I never used them, but I know like the Hawk on some of the trees, depending on what the tree is, whenever you go to one side, the bottom of it will kick out, and that's not good, because then you have nothing to stabilize yourself on when you're going to shoot. But speaking of stabilization, this brings me to my next point. It is good to have like right here, a knee rested up against a tree, because you're so much more stable when shooting. While if you're just right here, you know, you're kind of shaky. It's good to have like one knee up against a tree, or, you know, if you're swinging all the way around, instead of just standing straight out, you kind of just sink a little bit, let your saddle take more of your weight, put your knee up against a tree, and you're golden. And while I'm on the ground, a lot of people say these things are not safe. So basically I'm going to show you just how safe they are. And, you know, say you were, you know, out here, you know, trying to shoot a deer and your foot slips, what's going to happen? You're just going to fall straight into the tree. And if anyone's trying to tell you that this isn't safe, show them this piece of the video, because watch, I can literally jump all around this tree. You know, I am not going to fall out of this tree. I'm like a freaking monkey right now. I mean, I'm not going to fall out of the tree unless like a rope or something breaks, but it's very hard. I mean, these are honestly, I would go as far to say is these are more safe than a tree stand. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So let me know if you're going to get into saddle hunting. I really think you should. It's my new favorite way to hunt. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to go check out the Instagram at PA Hunting, and see you guys in the next video.